right, clam diggers, let's talk Family Guy. Hey there, Family Guy fans. Seth MacFarlane here, ready to dive into the wacky world of Quahog and answer your burning questions. We're talking everything from Meg's misfortunes to Stewie's accent, those epic chicken fights, and whether the show even remembers what happened last episode. So grab a cold Pawtucket Patriot Ale, settle in, and let's get this show on the road. We've been making you laugh and maybe cringe a little for over 2 decades now. And believe me, we've heard it all. But hey, that's what makes Family Guy so special. It sparks conversations, pushes boundaries, and keeps you guessing. Is Family Guy really saying, "Shut up, Meg," all the time? Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Or should I say, the Meg in the Griffin household. Yes, poor Meg gets a rough ride. But is it constant "shut up, Meg"? Not really. Sure, she's the family punching bag, but it's more about the absurdity of it all. It's comedy, folks. And let's be honest, every family has that one person who gets picked on a little more. Besides, Meg has her moments. Remember when she became a pop star, or that time she almost married a prince? Okay, maybe those weren't her finest hours, but you get the point. What's the deal with Stewie's accent, anyway? Ah, Stewie, the diabolical mastermind with a vocabulary that would make Shakespeare blush and an accent that could only come from, well, that's the question, isn't it? Some say it's British, others say it's just plain bizarre. The truth, it's a mix of everything. We wanted Stewie to sound sophisticated, sinister, and just a tad ridiculous. His accent is a mishmash of influences from classic British villains to, dare I say, a hint of my own twisted sense of humor. It's all part of what makes Stewie so unique and, let's face it, hilarious. Canceled, not once, but twice? What gives? Okay, this one still stings a little. Yes, Family Guy got canceled twice. The first time it happened, it felt like a punch to the gut. Fans were left in disbelief, and the creators were scratching their heads. How could a show with such a unique voice and dedicated following be taken off the air? But like a phoenix rising from the ashes, or maybe a phoenix with a talking dog and a homicidal baby, we came back stronger than ever. The first cancellation was a tough pill to swallow. Low ratings, network changes, you name it. The show faced numerous challenges. The network executives were skeptical and the ratings just weren't where they needed to be. It seemed like the end of the road for Peter, Lois, Stewie, Brian, and the rest of the Griffin family. But then something amazing happened. The fans spoke. They weren't ready to say goodbye. They took to the internet, started petitions, and made their voices heard. DVDs were flying off the shelves, reruns were dominating the airwaves, and Fox realized they made a huge mistake. The fan base was more passionate than ever. They organized viewing parties, created fan art, and even dressed up as their favorite characters at conventions. The love for Family Guy was undeniable. DVDs were flying off the shelves, reruns were dominating the airwaves, and Fox realized they made a huge mistake. The second cancellation? Well, that was just a publicity stunt. Just kidding! But seriously, we're back and here to stay. The second cancellation was more of a hiccup, a brief moment of uncertainty. But thanks to the unwavering support of our fans, we bounced back once again. The network couldn't ignore the overwhelming demand. They saw the potential and the loyalty of the audience. It was clear that Family Guy was more than just a TV show. It was a cultural phenomenon. The creators, cast, and crew were overjoyed. They knew they had something special, and they were determined to keep the magic alive. The show continued to push boundaries, tackle controversial topics, and make audiences laugh out loud. But seriously, we're back and here to stay. Thanks to the unwavering support of our fans, Family Guy is now a pop culture phenomenon. The show has inspired countless memes, catchphrases, and even academic discussions. The fans are the true heroes of this story. Their dedication and love for the show have kept it alive and thriving. From merchandise to conventions, the Family Guy community is stronger than ever. Family Guy is now a pop culture phenomenon. It's a testament to the power of storytelling, humor, and the unbreakable bond between a show and its fans. So here's to many more years of laughter, outrageous moments, and unforgettable adventures with the Griffins. Section 5. Does Family Guy even care about continuity? Let's be real, folks. Family Guy is all about the jokes. From the very beginning, the show has made it clear that its primary goal is to entertain and make you laugh, often at the expense of a coherent storyline. If that means bending the rules of time and space, then so be it. The show has never shied away from using time travel, surreal events, and bizarre plot twists to keep the audience on their toes. We're not afraid to break the fourth wall, kill off characters and bring them back the next episode, or have Peter suddenly develop superpowers. Continuity? What continuity? The creators have always prioritized humor over consistency, and that's part of what makes the show so unique. It's all part of the chaotic charm of Family Guy. The unpredictability is a feature, not a bug. Each episode is a new adventure, often with no regard for what happened in the previous one. We're not here to tell a linear story. We're here to make you laugh. The characters often find themselves in absurd situations that defy logic, but that's exactly what keeps the show fresh and entertaining. So, if you're looking for a show with airtight continuity and realistic storylines, you're in the wrong place. Family Guy thrives on its ability to surprise and amuse, often at the expense of traditional storytelling. But if you're ready for a wild, unpredictable ride through the twisted minds of the Griffin family, then buckle up. The show is a roller coaster of humor, satire, and absurdity, and that's exactly why fans love it. The show often parodies other TV shows, movies, and even real-life events, adding another layer of humor and unpredictability. You never know what pop culture reference or outrageous scenario will come next. And let's not forget the musical numbers and elaborate cutaway gags that have become a staple of the show. These elements add to the show's unique style and keep the audience engaged. Family Guy isn't afraid to experiment with different animation styles and episode formats, further breaking the mold of traditional TV storytelling. This willingness to take risks is part of what has kept the show relevant for so many years. Behind the scenes, the cast and crew work tirelessly to bring this chaotic vision to life. Their dedication to pushing the boundaries of comedy and animation is evident in every episode. And let's not forget the fans. The show's loyal audience has embraced its unique style and continues to support it through conventions, merchandise, and online communities. So, does Family Guy care about continuity? Not really, but that's exactly what makes it so special. It's a show that prioritizes laughter and creativity over strict adherence to a linear narrative, and that's why it has remained a beloved part of pop culture for so long. In the end, Family Guy is a celebration of absurdity and humor, and if you're willing to embrace the chaos, you're in for a truly unique and entertaining experience. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. After all, in the world of Family Guy, anything can happen. Section 6. Brian Griffin, talking dog, or just a guy in a suit? Let's dive into the enigma that is Brian Griffin, the beloved canine character from the hit show Family Guy. Brian Griffin, martini-sipping, novel-writing, intellectual dog? Yes, you heard that right. Brian is not your average pet. He enjoys the finer things in life, like a well-crafted martini and the art of literature. He's often seen with a book in one paw and a drink in the other, embodying the essence of sophistication. He's the voice of reason in a family of chaos, the sarcastic observer of human folly. In a household where absurdity reigns supreme, Brian stands out as the grounded, rational thinker. His witty remarks and eye rolls are a staple of the show, providing a counterbalance to the Griffin family's antics. But how does he work? How does a dog become such a complex character? Is it all just clever writing, or is there more to it? Is he really just a guy in a suit? The idea might seem far-fetched, but it's a fun theory to entertain. Imagine a human masquerading as a dog, pulling off the ultimate ruse. Well, I could tell you the truth, but then I'd have to kill you. Just kidding, or am I? The mystery adds to Brian's charm, making him a character that keeps viewers guessing. Just kidding, or am I? Seriously though, Brian is a talking dog. In the world of animation, anything is possible. The creators of Family Guy have given us a character that defies the norms and challenges our perceptions. Seriously though, Brian is a talking dog. It's a cartoon, people. We can do that. The beauty of animation is that it allows for the impossible to become possible. Brian's ability to speak and think like a human adds layers to his character, making him both relatable and extraordinary. It's a cartoon, people. We can do that. The creative freedom in animation lets us explore characters and scenarios that would be impossible in real life. Brian Griffin is a testament to this imaginative liberty. The beauty of Brian is that he's both relatable and ridiculous. He embodies the contradictions that make us human despite being a dog. His serious moments are often juxtaposed with his more absurd actions, creating a character that is as multifaceted as any human. He's got the cynicism of a world-weary writer and the loyalty of a beloved pet. Brian's dual nature makes him a unique character. On one hand, he's a jaded intellectual, often disillusioned with the world around him. On the other, he's fiercely loyal to his family, always there when they need him. Plus, he can drive a car, which is more than I can say for some humans I know. His ability to perform human tasks adds another layer of humor and absurdity to his character. Brian Griffin is not just a talking dog, he's a complex, multi-dimensional character that continues to captivate audiences. Section 7. Is Stewie Griffin? Based on anyone we know, Stewie's sinister plots, his advanced vocabulary, that creepy football-shaped head, it's enough to make you wonder, is this kid based on a real baby? The answer, my friends, is no. Stewie is a product of my own warped imagination, but that doesn't mean he's not inspired by real life. Every writer draws from their own experiences, and Stewie is no exception. His love-hate relationship with Lois, his fascination with world domination, his occasional forays into musical theater, these are all elements that come from observing the world around us, albeit with a healthy dose of exaggeration. Section 8. The chicken fights. Why are they so darn long? The chicken fights. Those epic, drawn-out battles between Peter and that giant chicken have become a staple of Family Guy. But why are they so long? Why a chicken? Well, it all started with a simple animation error. Back in the early days, we had a scene where Peter fought a chicken, and due to a technical glitch, the fight ended up being way longer than intended. But instead of fixing it, we decided to embrace the absurdity. The longer the fight went on, the funnier it became. And so, a Family Guy tradition was born.